Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Wisconsin Badgers taking on the #1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense is on the field for the first time today. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone, and that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Power football with the run. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They'll ride the hot hand, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run. Gain, no harm, no foul.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. As much a part of Wisconsin as cheese and brats feed that running back for first downs.
It's crazy, Reese. They don't find the most highly recruited guys, but they find tailbacks who are dudes. And Ron Dane to Jonathan Taylor to whoever it is, they always find a bell cow running back at the University of Wisconsin.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Snags it over the middle. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Badgers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to it.
He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Kelly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Badgers will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Slips through the line. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Gets rid of it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Quickly out to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. 2nd down coming up. To the ground with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Badgers are marching down the field.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room, it's Kelly. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They go to the ground. The Badgers pick up the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here. Blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a fumble. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Colorado State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Afterburner's coming. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way from around the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Timeout, Wisconsin.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, he'll let it fly. Dances away to buy time. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking to throw on third. Skips away from pressure. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Gonna run it. It's Kelly. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in the panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Bulldozes his way through. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays,
30.
Let's go nuts, and the horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second
catch
down.
that.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Got him downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Makes the grab. It's Kelly. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Badgers are rolling down the field. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Running to the left. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Badgers headed quickly to the line. They're going to ride this running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. It's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, running back on the move. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. And the Badgers racing to the line in the hurry up. They go right back to him. Running with power. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. The snap sets up the throw. Got it set up on the outside.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Unloads quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. On the ground with the counter. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Using his legs, it's Hicks. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Give to the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he runs it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's finally knocked down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Badgers want to pick up the tempo. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Mano-a-mano, the offensive line gets it done. Driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
He'll try to tack on one more. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And here's the return. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you...
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit, looking for a productive play on first down. They'll give it to the back. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, the head coach has to be losing his mind after all of these penalties. Now it's 1st and 30. Give to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
On second down, looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in. It's Hicks. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Between the uprights, it's good. And now they regain the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UConn. We'll circle back if anything big happens.
That whole kick, I was like, ooh.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lighted up.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Caught. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Swings it out to his running back. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? They want to just keep throwing it. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The sure hands. It's Kelly. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Score is deadlocked, and the clock is winding down. On 3rd down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Okay, 1 possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On second down, he'll fire. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He's going up top here late in the game. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.